Hello and welcome to your Biological Science Combined course. This is a late start short term. I am Professor Febres and I will be your instructor for the next 8 weeks. Um, so the purpose of this video is to actually guide you through where everything is and make sure that you do not miss out on important information since you are actually learning all of the material that it is required for this course over a shorter period of time. So not much time to try to guess where things are. So you should have already looked at my welcome video and in there there is information about me, and so right now you should be looking at the navigational video. First thing I suggest you do is go over the syllabus of this course. I'm going to do that with you and highlight some important information. You can access the syllabus on this link, or you can actually see the drop down menu where everything else is. So let's go ahead and click on the syllabus. Issue open. As soon as you click on it, so all of the information about the course is in there. This is actually my email. This is actually my preferred method of you contacting me. I looked at my emails go to my phone, and I actually I'm checking throughout the day. Give me about 24 hours, although I can guarantee you it will be less. But if it goes more than 24 hours and I have not responded to you, which it will rarely happen, it should be another email. I do get lots of emails during the day as I teach many courses. And so there is the very rare possibility that I will miss yours. So if you don't hear from me within 24 hours, just shoot me another email letting me know, hey, I emailed you yesterday, haven't heard from you. Could you please check or reply? It won't bother me. I will just actually make sure that I get back to you ASAP. But like I said, that will happen in a very rare occasion. So the course description, I'll let you guys read that. Major topics, you can read that too. Let's talk about course materials because there is something new I did for this short term I was able to do, and it will benefit you. So please pay attention. First of all, uh, I posted this link with information on how to obtain your course material. I believe that it is no longer possible for you to go to campus to actually purchase this in person, but you have to order it through Atlas. And so all the information is in there. And also, I believe, like on the drop down menu, there's an online bookstore that actually goes over how to order that. The one thing I think I was able to do, and please listen carefully, for this course, it is required. You see, there are two requires here in red that you have access, or, well, let's say right now that you have access to the ebook or a hard copy of this book because you're going to be completing assessments, exams, and quizzes with comprehensive questions that it will be necessary for you to use it as a resource to be able to answer those questions. And then another required access code is the Achieve Access Code for the lab simulations. This is a course that have a lab component. It's a 4 credit course. Therefore, labs are mandatory in order for you to get the 4 credits for this course. I believe that I was able to save you a little bit of money by giving you direct access to the book, to the ebook. And I will show you how to access those. It should work, but so I'm talking about this one right here. It should work, but if it doesn't work, the information of the access code that you will need or in order to purchase the book is in there. But I believe that it should work throughout the semester. So as of right now, I'm gonna actually emphasize, as of right now, it looks you do not need to purchase the ebook. You only will need to purchase the access code for the lab simulations, which is this one up here. So it is the access card for the biology simulations. It's from Macmillan. It's called Achieve Macmillan, and that is required for you to do that. Good thing is you actually order it and you have not received it, and the course is starting today or tomorrow. Then what you can do is you can actually go to the link and then sign up for a temp access. It gives you, I think, about 2 weeks until, and then within those 2 weeks, you should be able to get your access code and then you continue to work on those labs. But once again, this one, it looks like you will not need to purchase it. It looks like it. And I'll show you in a minute how to access the ebook. This one, the lab, you do have to purchase. It's like if you were paying the lab fee if you were actually on a face-to-face course. This is the attendance policy. This is an online course and it's asynchronous, so you do your work at your convenience. There is it's a shorter course, so I'm going to go over the amount of time that you had to complete assessments and labs, and I'll talk to you about that in a few minutes. But one of the first things you need to do is, of course, review the syllabus, which I am kind of like doing with you right now. And you need to shoot me an email letting me know that you understand all the policies and procedures explained on the syllabus, and you need to do that by February 21st, which is Tuesday of next week. And so this is a mandatory thing because it lets me know that you gain access to the course as you should within the first week. Then we go over the grading and makeup policy, 7 quizzes, 14 digital virtual labs, which are actually required. And I want to bring your attention in here. It says that please know that you will not receive a final grade or credit for the course without completing and getting grade for at least 80% of the assigned virtual labs. And let me clarify that 80%. It's not that you need to get an 80% or higher grade, but you need to complete 80% of all of them. I mean, so it is actually 14 labs. You need to complete at least 12 of them in order to get credit. So you can only miss 2 of them or not complete 2 of them in order to get credit. But pretty much, I'm going to let you guys read. This is actually pretty clear. 4 exams, 14 digital labs, 7 quizzes, and then there is a final essay that is like your final exam for this. It's actually a good topic, and in which you will let me know how much you learn about biology, and so we'll talk about that later on. And it's actually due the last day of the class. Percentages for each one of the categories are in there. And once again, I'm going to emphasize labs. It's 25% of the course. So make sure that you guys keep that in mind. There's a bunch of resources that I want you guys to take a look. I'm sure if you have taken other courses, other professors have them, but I have to have them too. They're there. Withdrawal for this course. This is a short-term course. Is April 7th. If you stay on top of things, and it's not a hard course, it's just basically staying on top of things, making sure the work is completed, there should be no reason for you to either do poorly on the course or have to drop it. And if you run into any difficulties, always email me. We'll try to find a solution and figure it out. So as you continue to scroll, important, this is the actually schedule. What you had to do and when you had to do it is all in here, as you can see. The one thing I'm going to emphasize right now is because this is a short-term course. For the first 4 weeks, I had to split the material, the week, in half for in order to be able to fit all of the material. So you see the working week, which is February 13 to February 18. That's the whole week for that, because that's when you're trying to get your materials and just access the course and all of that. But then on February 19, if you notice, quiz number 1, you have from Sunday to Wednesday. And so quiz number 1 is due Wednesday night. And then that same Wednesday, I open the next assessment, which is exam number 1, and you will have from Wednesday to Saturday. So work for the first 4 weeks will be due on Wednesdays and Saturdays, okay? And so it's between quizzes and exam. Quizzes, real quick, you guys have those 3-4 days to actually work on it. You can open the quiz, you can print it, you can leave it open for the 3 days and just use the book to help you answer the questions. Just make sure you have answered all questions and submit them prior to the due date. For exams, it's a little bit different, and listen carefully. Exams, once you click them open, it doesn't matter within the 3-day windows that you have to complete it. Once you click them open, there is a timer that is going to start a countdown. You have 90 minutes to complete 50 questions. So I don't use Honor Lock, but this is my way of making sure that you actually learn the material. So what I suggest is study, like if you were studying to take an exam that you will take on a face-to-face setting, or the only difference is in here is if you forget 1 or 2 things, you can quickly look for the answers or the information to answer those questions. However, you will not be able to look for the answers to every single question. You will run out of time. Other students have tried it and they end up running out of time, not completing the assessment. So don't try it, because it will not work. But that's how you complete quizzes and exams. Let's go real quick on the modules so that I can actually give you a tour of where things are, and then, I mean, that should be it. So after the second week, when you access the course, it will take you directly to the modules. Excuse me, but right now, I want you guys to look at the navigational video and all the introductory stuff. But this is actually the working week. And you should always access the module and go down the list of things. So you will always have in here you have the required attendance activities that you need to do during the working week. This is actually the link that you should be able to gain access to the book without having to buy it. If anyone has any problems gaining access, do not hesitate to email me, and we'll see what happens with that. The lab platform for the virtual labs or lab simulations, this is where you actually will register for them. You just click in there and just register to access the labs. And labs are always going to have like an introduction. This actually I need to reorganize, but you will have first the introduction, then you will have the lab procedure. You will have a data collection and summary worksheet. It's a PDF, so you do not need to submit this. This is for you to collect data, because you will need it to answer questions on the quiz. So all of this need to be completed in order, and then the quiz needs to be completed in order for you to get a score for your lab. But once again, don't need to submit the data collection and summary worksheet. This is for your own benefit, just to collect data and to keep notes, and it'll help you answer questions on the quiz. So the course is divided in modules. After the 4th week, then, you know, somewhere down here you will have 1 week for all of the materials. So it'll be like 1 assessment due every week, so it should be fine. And I think that's all. If I forget something, I will email you during the week. I communicate a lot with you, and some days I definitely communicate with you to actually let you know what's coming up and give you new information. Once again, welcome, and email me if you have any questions or concerns. Thank you, and let's learn some biology. Bye.